Indeed, I twas muted. Hello, hello. It's gonna be a short morning stream today since I'm starting the stream so late. But hello, good morning. Good morning, Pixel. Hello, hello. Accidentally did a thing. Uh-oh. Hey there, Nicole. It's downloading the image. Oh, there it is. Okay. Boom. Texture. So I was on last night to watch. That's no problem. The playback looked like you progressed a lot, though. Yeah, we're very close to finished. I would say once we're finishing the texture on the gun, we just need to add a little shooting, and then we should be good. Oh, excuse me. Sorry to yawn. Where am I? Correct. There we go. Look at that. Much better. Yeah. Yesterday asked if I had something to shoot. I put together some sketch work to share if that's okay. I wanted to include some actual render stuff, but since it's not on my 360, I didn't bother to add. That's totally fine. I'd love to see anything you're making. Damn, it looks good. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think that looks a lot better without the the square background. That was looking a little awkward. Well, it doesn't fuck me and was pushing off because of talking about my kid, and now he keeps asking me to go on a date. Oh, that's sketchbook for the last few years. Hey, check it out, everyone. I'll share this in the channel. Or no, you already shared it. Nice. Henticle Henry. Very cool. I like your little subtitles. If I keep putting in everything, it just gets too long. That's fair. Found me on Facebook and added me, which isn't creepy. Uh oh. Restraining order time. I had an early night last night. Only saw your message when I woke, so I couldn't find the image soon. No, you're totally fine. Um, I had other things to work on in the meantime. That was just if you happen to get it. Whoa, look at that eyeball. I'm gonna skip around a little bit. Truck-kun. Isekai me. Isekai. Nice. Very cool. Interesting. Huh. Super material. So you can just drop one thing into there and get it to tile. Gotcha. Like this thing. Had a heart attack last night in life. My goodness. Well, hopefully he has dementia, because otherwise that's inexcusable. That was a super mat I mentioned making this noise. You can flip it and rotate it for grass, etc., with noise, for birds, etc., without noise. Gotcha. I've seen this technique where people are doing like hexagonal, nice geo nodes, or I guess it's just mirror mods, or just standard mods. Interesting. This is that wall thing you were talking about yesterday. Oh, very cool. Rave tunnel. I like it. That's really awesome. Good job, Snardom. Always good to put together a little reel for yourself as well. Get that promo stuff going. All right, gun looks quite good. I'm going to add like a few chips and scrapes around it as well. So I'll add a fill. Patch. Like that. Set it to subtract. So I want to grip. It's more to share Sketchwork than promo since most of it's unfinished rules, but I like to share the multiplayer aspect of Blender. Absolutely. Do you have a Twitter or anything? Gotcha. I used to use the Blender forums quite a bit, which was pretty fun. That's actually where I was getting a decent amount of work before VR chat. Was the Blender artists? I spell recting. The challenge. Not socially active of any sort except some sketch stuff on YouTube for friends. Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, I appreciate you sharing that. If you don't share frequently, it's certainly good to take a look. I have to remember that this needs to be on the left side. Otherwise, it won't work properly. Because substance is annoying. There we go. And let's go ahead and make it something like that. Get some roughness on it. We're going to go for a grippy material. So another template inside of this, which will be the grip texture. And we'll add a pattern on there. Something like this, but scaled up a bunch. Let's set it to triplanar. Something like that. Slap it some height. A little bit of color. Roughness 0. A little bit of ambient occlusion. All right, it's looking decent. Let's swap it out for another pattern just to see what other options we have. Feels very cyberpunk. A little too familiar. Just a little too noisy. Let's take a look at the reference. Just a simple grid pattern on the reference image, so something kind of like this. Ooh. Excuse me. Oh, I forget. I can always use brick for this. Something. Actually, I don't need to do any of that. I can just take just a shape like this and then scale it 100 times and then rotate it. There we go. All right, maybe invert this. Okay, make the grip a little bit darker. And for the border around it, let's take a look. Ambient occlusion, just a little. Roughness, turn it down. Should give it a nice indented look. All right. Now, the grip is not fitting this very nicely. It's kind of straight, but it goes in at an odd angle. So we're going to play around with the cutout shape a bit more. Not the texture, but the handle here. So I think what we'll do is swap this out for a ring. Is it? It's a little odd. Something's not working there, so let's add the fill back in. Give it that ring one more time. Now repeat. Planar. Move it over, move it down. Hey, are we not seeing anything? Why is it so laggy? Let's turn off the anchor point for now. Still insanely laggy. Hello, Igris. Welcome. We are making a gun. So working on texturing a gun right now for our character here. Bam. This is picks right here. You can see the gun as it currently is. And we're going to be fleshing that out, then making it interactable. Yeah. Yeah. Coming out well. I really like these little cables that we've made. Yeah, he's looking quite good. It's a VR chat. Thank you, Igris. Thank you. Can't claim credit for the design, but definitely the 3D modeling. Bam. I want this border like that. Okay, now we should be able to get nicely. Yes, yes. Perfect. Okay. That's a lot of glow sticks. Trying to learn how. How do I make these avatars? So I use Blender. That's my main starting point. So I start all of my modeling in Blender, and then I texture in Substance Painter, which is right here. And then you kind of bring all of your stuff into Unity and upload there. That's a huge simplification of the whole process, but um, generally that's kind of what it's like. Called. Gotta be a way to cut out everything else. Guess I could just do it this way. But yeah, there's quite a few. There's a decent amount of tutorials on YouTube, uh, and definitely recommend checking those out. But I do stream pretty much every weekday, um, making my avatars. So I think that's a nice way to learn if you just want to see the actual like kind of day to day of it. Um, what I would recommend is just starting super small. Just take something very bite sized and kind of go from there. Something bite sized that it's exciting and go from there. Fan art's usually a great starting point. Just take a character design that you like from a cartoon or something to make it. I have some ideas, so I started to learn how to draw and all that, and I made something to look like me. Heck yeah, that's awesome. You can follow along if you keep up with his speed. Hey, thank you, Igris, for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Um, drawing is the way to go. IMO. Yeah, you can solve a lot of. Oh, another follow. Kibby, thank you for the follow. Very much appreciated. Welcome as well. Uh, feel free to ask any questions if you have any. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Just doing it is a great start. You follow along. Sometimes I go pretty quick. So feel free to ask any clarification. Um, but you know, it's just the repetition that really gets everything going. Drawing is the reason I'm able to instruct Sam to do all this stuff without ever having to explain it to him. And trust me, that is preferable. So much easier to work from drawing. Picture's worth 1,000 words. Exactly. I made myself like a bunny as a start because that's all I know how to do it. That is a great start. That is a great start. We're gonna add some smokiness to this. Smoky. I don't know if smoke's the right word, but that's what we're adding. We're gonna add fill, smear, or let's just do shape. And shrink it down. Move it over here. Something like this. make it dark. And yeah. Something that kind of looks like soot. I think we need to change the roughness so that picks up a little bit less of the light. Make sure the void's at the top. There we go. And it looks good, but I'm thinking of doing something like, what skeleton is right, what exoskeleton is right. We'll say that when it comes to explaining things, though, drawings, with this, but you sort of just got to treat everyone like they're to make things very clear. It's better to be explicit and very direct. So you're asking what skeleton to use? Is that your question, Igris? Does that look? Does that make sense? I don't know. It feels a little odd. I think I'm going to pass on that. Yeah, like should I use some of the bones like that backbone, all that? So if you're making, are you making this character for VR chat? I would assume so, but just to make sure, because it really depends on your final goal. Yeah. For example, is it a humanoid bunny? Gotcha. So yes, a humanoid skeleton is what you want to look at. So we go to humanoid. So Unity has something called a humanoid avatar, and I'll share this link in chat right here. But with it does show when you click on the avatar system. Where is it? The list of bones right here. So you're looking to make a humanoid if you want it to be controllable by your VR setup and work with the standard VR chat animations. Let's see. Humanoid bones. Let's just say VR chat rig setup. Bam. So, a question. Perfect. It is also always a great reference. Sending that image there. Hey, look. And then this is me. um, one more thing to send you. So this is the full rigging process, but generally the idea is you are making bones to. So you need bones that fit with that green skeleton man. The man made a tutorial. He knows what he's talking about. I made a tutorial, everyone. Check them out, including yourself on Google. Rise to FME. Rise to fame. We're getting there. We're getting there. One day at a time. But yeah, if I had more to share, not a lot's coming to mind right now on what to share in terms of like other tutorials. Uh, but what I would recommend is just being okay with it breaking. Do, just test one thing at a time. Like just from the simplest thing to the easiest upload and getting it into VR chat, just start there. And then make your model a little bit more complex. Then make your rig a little bit more complex and just kind of build off of that understanding. But just going once through the whole thing should give you a nice setup. Failing is key. Failing is definitely key. It's the constant. Hey guys, welcome to my tutorial. Here how to get picks to continue to spend money on you. In this episode, a cool ass gun. Might be a little bit too beat up though. It's looking good though. There we go. Now we just need a few little indentations. So there's like little indents here. So let's make a layer for that. Actually, like this one. Indents. Hey guys, I have like so many ideas that sometimes it's hard to explain. Hey, that's fair. Um, I understand that feeling. Dude, Sam, I have to show you this new character coming out on Tower of Fantasy, what their abilities are like and stuff. You'll flip out knowing that you like wings. Okay, yeah. Tower of Fantasy. Tower of Fantasy. Sounds so familiar. I think I know the feeling, Igris. I have more ideas pop into my head while I'm working on an old idea. I don't have time to make it all. The easy solution is just give up having a normal life and sit in front of your computer all day. Why is it? It's all rotated funny. Why? Should aligned with the surface a bit better. No more sleep. Easy. Pixel, thanks for saying Cyberpunk. Have you seen the anime? I have not. I personally not. It looks good, but I just didn't end up watching it. Why? Something like that. Then another one. Make sure these are linear dodge. Right about there. And then another all the way down here. Make sure it's set to world space. Oh, yeah, you know the main character. Edward's last one of my favorite shows. David, yes, yes. Has that thing on his back? That's what I want with my first avatar. Oh, the spine augmentation dealio. Looks slightly lopsided. Let's I take out the rotation here. 0, 0, 0. There we go. There we go. Then we can stretch it. Like that. Bada boom. The Sam flicks over to Pick's new outfit. He has something on his outfit based on the Zendivistian. And he's going to make a mantis blade as robot arm. Yes. We got this here. Got the back there. Oh, yeah, this thing. Little spinal thing. I need to get this colored correctly. This should be white. All right, we got some nice bars here. Make sure we have metallic enable. Go to our, what do we call this? Indent shape. Why is it we have layers for grease pencil, we have rune pages, layer for bones, but we do not have layer-like options for texture space in Blender? I think that was in a recent update. I remember hearing something about layers for Blender. I think that right side back tassel thing is missing the Japanese aesthetic. Right side back tassel. These ones here. Meant to have a fourth symbol. Gotcha. Okay. There's just a little cut off then. Shiny butt. Shiny butt. All right, he's looking really good though. Okay, we'll update that. Update. And then here, this one, I guess I want it to smooth downward. So add height to this, push it in, but then change the bevel to smooth, this to inverse subtract, and push the bevel the other direction. That. I think that works. Yeah, maybe. Kind of looks like it's popping out. Hard to tell with these fake 3D looks. I love how you've done it. Absolutely adore the stuff you pump out. Thank you, Pixel. Thank you. I'm very pumped as well. Looking real good. For the hand, it's going to add claws and, of course, different close and close. Different close and close. Add a fill. Set this one to stripes. It's color. Got to spell for a second. No problem. Can't help but tease sometimes. with a male and female version. Very, very cool. The booba toggle. Not sure if I should add animal parts like the tail and ears. I think you've definitely already chosen a very large amount of work. And you can always add the tail and cat ears afterwards. But I do like everything you've been describing. That looks really cool. I like that a lot. It kind of goes with the trigger. Hmm. But now it wants to start lagging again. Excuse me. Well, no judgment here. I do end up doing a lot of things at once as well. Juggling is the name of the game. I actually don't know how to juggle though. One day I will. Be a good skill to have. Probably a good thing to learn. I don't even know what it means. Just to do a lot of projects at once. If I had a printer connection to my head, I would show you all my ideas. Does it lag more depending on zoom levels, by the way? I don't think so. I think it's so this I have an anchor and it's driving the little shadow, kind of a dynamic effect, and it just seems to get a little finicky sometimes. Get a little finicky. I'm Derek. Especially when I'm rotating. Does not like rotations. Doesn't mind me scaling things. But for some reason when I rotate, it really doesn't seem to like that. Something like that. Alright, feels like it has a bit more detail now. Not sure what kind of generative sorcery substance uses, but a blender with noise resolution, you can lag more depending on zoom. Interesting. So it feels similar. Also like to take idea from anime and people, though about games too. That's a good way to just to get into it. Certainly, VR chat is kind of the space for fans of games. I want this section, little interior pieces, to have no paint. That'd be a nice contrast. So we'll have the paint layer here. Dreads linear dodge. There we go. Noise. Noise. 3D noise is faster than 4D by a lot. The random tidbit of info that came to mind. Like S Sword Art Online. RPG Call of Duty. Heck yeah. That gun looking good. Oh, thank you. Yeah, there's a Sword Art Online world, if I remember correctly. I haven't tried it, but I know it exists. Um, going to add another folder. Use the same type. We'll call this screws. Move the mask. Move that mask. The mask. Where to hide this one? I think I actually have to delete this one. We'll use a fill layer like this. And just want the normal. I believe. Actually, none of these. That one. We'll add a fill here. Normal. Screw. Like this. Later. None. Mew. Mew. There we go. Yeah, there it is. So laggy though. Lag, the nemesis of VR enjoyers. I know, right? It really is. It's unfortunate. I was in a VR chat last night, and yeah, it's funny. It's like, oh, there's a world with 2 people. Very, very. It's just fine. You get to like 8 people, and it starts lagging quite a bit. So I've been trying to get better Wi-Fi and get better setup, because all I have right now is my phone and my paper and pen. Bam, bam. Yeah. Screw. We want the alpha. Extract alpha. Normal. Yes. Yes. All right. We just leveled up. Hey, Era. Welcome, welcome. Do you know Record of Ragnarok? I believe so. It's like a JRPG game with like bird people. Um, the birds looked really good in that game. Or the bird people. They have these like leg feathers, feather legs, which I like quite a bit. New anime. Okay, I'm definitely thinking of a different thing. There's a game too. Remember, there's a game something Ragnarok. May not be Record of Ragnarok though. It was quite a few years ago now because I'm old. Ragnarok Online. That's right. Might not be what you're thinking of. There was Record of Ragnarok. Maybe I shouldn't be searching this. So yeah, this is the battle one. Then there's some sort of game. Anyway, it's old now. Love the sprite art for that game. The game has left a mark on me. Ragnarok Online. Oh, Ragnarok. I can type. Wow. Oh, yeah. This may be what I was thinking of. I swear there was like some bird people or something. Man, I don't even know. I don't think quite this, but I know this game as well, which is also very good. And the art style is very good. Yeah, I had my exes was very into this game. All right, I think that's about it for this. Almost done. Definitely looks. We just want maybe a little glow here. Just one little. So there's one guy, he looks so cool and he has those lines all over his body. So none of my friends are doing that. That's it. Very cool. I like that. Their power up moves. Excuse me. If you actually add the laser, that I would honestly be like in love with that. It should be pretty straightforward to add. Should be, being a very strong and powerful word. We'll see. See. At least could add it for a few feet. I don't think you'd want any more than a little bit. Let me think. There's a. You can add projectors. Interesting. I'll give it a shot. That'd be a fun little thing to add. Should be. Cut to Sam 2 hours later screaming, rocking back and forth. Sounds like a normal day for me. The name is rated Tang something. Should be. Powerful words. Yeah. The most powerful of all words. Let's add another fill. Hump it this way, and we'll repeat. We're gonna add it to our little thingamajig right here. Because there should be 4 of them. One for each bullet, pretty sure. So there's got to be at least 6 bullets. 2, 3. Close enough. Or I guess, no, that's perfect. Okay, I get it. Like that. That should be. Do it like that. 2, 4. Okay, that's 6. Nice. I'm going to look up his name. I was fine with that. Small laser just extends the end of the silencer and fades off. Gotcha. Should be doable. Let's add that. So we'll say template folder, laser. Laser will be red. The emission will be red. A little bit of height. Push it down. No roughness. Just add those there. We add a fill. One thing I've been meaning to ask: is there a way we can do both outfits on one Avi and have like super like dense Avi and then just like another Avi with one outfit? Or is that like a no? If we combine them, your avatar is going to be ranked automatically at very poor. So it kind of depends on whether or not his name is Raiden Taminon. Tamimon. But yeah, if you, I think I'd have to think on that a little bit just because it would take more time. Right now, they're going to be separate avatars. But it's possible to do. It's just it will definitely tank your performance ranking. Gotcha. There we go. Laser dot. Gotcha. That's perfectly fine. I'll let you think on that. it may just end up being a decent amount more work. Um, so I think if anything, I could charge a little bit more for that. Um, it would be a decent amount of work to get everything all on one avatar. It is simpler just to separate them. All right, I think that looks pretty good. Let's get these textures in Unity. Carefully repoint that. Okay, we keep it as 2 no problem with that at all. Perfect. Perfect. Ugh. But I will make sure to go back and fix these for both versions. The arms. Surprised the textures didn't update. Meh. It's because there's no material yet. Fix. Fix. Appreciate that. Would it be too much to add both the broken and not version max can be accessible on this version of him as well then? Hmm. Let me think on that really quick. Right now we're at 69. Oh, 880 triangles. 69,808 for the mask. Or the mask. Select those and separate them. Interesting. Maybe. Maybe. If we took just the chunk that's missing and brought it back, that might work pretty well. I'll have to take a look. Sorry about the questions. My brain just sort of throws them all at once. No, you're totally fine. Also thinking of copying how the guy looks to put things on him and make it look like me since we have the same style, almost the same body style. Gotcha. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, I think again, like fan art's a great way to get in, get at least get an entry point into figuring things out. Uh, an entry point. Let's go ahead and copy material properties and paste material properties. Darn. Can I remove textures? Bam, bam, bam. Uh-oh. Where do we export the gun textures? My 6'6", he's taller than me, 6 inches or feet. He's 6 feet taller than you? That'd be amazing. Size is such a funny thing in VR chat. It's like people tend to be smaller in VR. It's like almost all avatars are a little bit smaller. Okay. Turn here. Bam. 100%. It's crazy how it picks like roughly 187 centimeters. People run like 4'1". Yeah. And my friend asked someone to make me an avatar 6 feet. Nice. Yeah, my when I was running around last night, it was like a little wooden deer. It was like maybe this big running around. Even then there are people the same size as me. But nice. Shading. So we need metallic. We need the smoothness. We need the AO. And then AO. Merge. I had an avatar, just one of those worms. I love that. So all my friends I used to end up broke or not working. Mine was a VR, so I used that too much time. Gotcha. Whatever works. Whatever works. Actually, we don't want to replace that. We just want to add dot gun. All right. Gun is added. Gun's looking good. I wonder. So there is a way to add. What's it called? You can add a line. The reason we'd want to use a line is that it'll rotate and adjust to our view, which is good. Color. We can just give it red, red, alpha. And be able to drop that there. I am a genius. You're a European toy maker. Do I thin it here? Oh, there. Size. Oh, okay, that's not. Oh, gotcha. So this connects to position there. Gotcha. Width. Width. All right. Bzz. Get down. You just work as a designer. Heck yeah. I actually do this full time. do. I do this full time. The line needs to be just right. Just right. A little tiny bit thinner. Yeah. All right. Now you can blast people in their eyeballs with a laser. Dude. We'll make it a bit longer. So yeah, it should get some distance on that. Cast shadows? No. Receive shadows? No. That's exactly what I wanted. The eyeball gun. Could it possibly be a tad shorter? Yes, yes, definitely. Say two. So it'll just go out about 3 feet in front of you. Oh, I should probably just use metric since the feet probably don't make any sense when I say that. All right, cool. Does that change my ranking? Texture memory. Okay, we have texture memory is too high, but that's fine. Line renderers. Okay, yeah. Nice. Apparently you can add a lot of line renderers. Very cool. This laser is as good as 3 feet. Did you know laser is a acronym? I can't remember what it stands for, but I remember hearing that. Light amplification simulated emission of radiation. Lasing. All right, now we need some animations for the gun. Okay, gun 0. Bye. So now we're going to get the gun set up so we can move it around. I'll give you a. I should be able to add a toggle for the laser. That'd be fun. All right, so for this prop, we have a few things we want to be able to control. Our positioning here. So we want all of these. Right now 0 is perfect, and we want to just turn the gun off. Boom. Boom. Okay. So those are the constraints right there. Oh, and then we want this. And the laser itself would be our line renderer, able to turn that on and off. Yes. Well, technically I'll want to remove it, put it on its own. Let's duplicate this and say gun, laser, and we'll get rid of all these other values. Perfect. I honestly can't stop smiling. This is so cool. Thank you, Pixel. I'm very glad to hear that. It's always good when things are getting to that final stage. It's all coming together. All right, should be able to move it, play it in the world. This should be everything. What are we missing? There's something I'm missing. That's right. So right now I can know which hand is grabbing it. and the gun is set up to trigger things, but I need contact receivers for holsters. So duplicate this, contact receiver, holster L. Say target, holster L. Or no, that's the wrong thing. Target gun holster. There we go. Duplicate. This will be R. Set that to R. Should be able to see these. There we go. So there and there. There. Okay, perfect. Noise. So we already have the variables we need. So this one needs to say this. Pix V holster. Whoa. No, not that. Okay. Paste. Yes, yes. Same thing here, but R. So now we know if the gun is touching those objects. All right. The last thing to add is when we reholster, holster's true. That's it. We already added it, so it should be good. Now we just need animations to actually move the gun around. All right, which I believe we have. Yes. So, boop. This will be holster or gun 1. Holster L is where it starts out in the left holster. And let's memorize this list here. Why? Move that over. So for the holster, obviously we want the constraint enabled. We do want it to be visible as well. The laser we can move, and it should be in this spot. Perfect. Duplicate. Then the other holster. 0, 1. And then in the hand. Which will be 0, 1. And then lastly, hand R4, which is 0, 1. Then lastly, 5, world. This allows us to place the gun in space. All right. So now the gun can move. Play. Boing. So let's try it out. Turn on the gun. Well, that transition time might be a little long. It's kind of cool though. All right, but at least we'll know what we're doing. So here we grab with the left hand. I can already tell something's wrong because there should be hand L. I think I got my list flipped around. I did. I did. All right, so holster L should be 0. Tap, 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 tap. There. Should be 1 here. Yes. I'm gonna head out food early. I know we're still in class. Snardum, skipping class. I started early and I finished all my homework. Good job on the work. We'll catch you later. Sounds good, Snardum. Catch you later. I'll be back, and probably around the same time you will be. What would be this one? R would be this one. All right, that should be correct. And yes, yes. Holster R, yes, yes. Perfect. Save again. Let's adjust these transition times. So for all of them, they should happen instantly. Fixed duration. No. I'm looking at the wrong thing. This here. Has fixed duration? No. But it should have an exit time of 1. I believe that's the distinction. Happens instantly. Find out. Play. Zoom in on the boy. Gun. Perfect. In holster. Then we can put it in the hand. So it's just that you have to grab it for a certain amount of time. Okay, that actually works well. All right, seems to be working. All right. So that's pretty noon. Holy shit. Okay, we're gonna end the first morning session here. For anyone new here, I do split my day up into 2 streams. So that's for Igris and Kibby. Thank you both for following me and hanging out. But we're going to be ending that first session now. I'm going to go eat some lunch, get some rest, maybe work out. We'll see what happens. But I'll be back in about an hour or so. We're going to pick up right where we left off, get the Mantis blade attached, and get picks finished. Yeah, enjoy your day. Thanks for coming by, Kibby. Thanks for coming by, Igris, Pixel, Snardom, Val, Arctic, Era. If you all are out there, I hope you're having an amazing Tuesday so far. And can come back, hang out with y'all some more. Have a good one. Oh, thank you all. Thank you all. See you in a moment. Bye.